Hi everyone, we are watching one of the 8 Regents games. It's the game between Marek and Andrea in the Stark Greyjoy match. And here we are. So it's Stark playing Banner Dragon and Greyjoy playing Banner Watch. And I believe this might be the first game of this pairing. And we have Greyjoy opening with the prince who came too late, so what's that going to take, I wonder? Maybe a Victarion or a Euron or something, and his armor. Although I'm not exactly sure what Banner Watch is bringing to the party against the Maiden. And we have an interesting situation. Core Eddard, rarely seen. Has the small council trait for what that's worth. Not much, I guess, in Banner Dragon. Hodor can't attack at the moment. And we have Victarion's ship, so maybe he is getting played with the plot and Kerwin is there to protect him. Could be reasons in hand as well. But I'm wondering what the Banner Watch cards are. Looking forward to seeing those. Yeah, no way really to defend against this. That Begging Brother just has to go. Then you have a free intrigue as well. Well, taking Kerwin. That makes me think there's probably a reason. Now there could be a banner card as well that is going to be taken with the plot. Guess we'll see soon. And loses the armor as well, so that was the plan. Why not defend challenges? Because if he attacks, well, okay, he can do intrigue because Eddard can't defend that one. Could also just take dominance. Okay, I'm a bit stuck today with my one screen here and trying to watch 2 games at once and Discord as well, so apologies if I miss stuff. But one thing you don't want to miss is the trigger. Let's see if he does it. He does. And Rickon cancels it. Well, that was plain to see. I missed it anyway, because I'm used to him cancelling Heir to the Iron Throne, but not the Prince. Yeah, was going to stick around and cancel that. I assume Marek knew that, but even if he didn't, you get the trigger, the prompt, right? When the opponent tries to trigger the plot, so you're not gonna miss it then. Which is something that if you play in person could play out very differently. And now that's such a hit here for Greyjoy that honestly can't see him recovering really. What do you do now? Just play, yeah, okay, Econ Plot. Maybe that should have been the opener. It's such a risky strategy. We see it work sometimes. Voltron John in particular plays that. But you can run into barring the gates, you can run into Withering Cold, you can run into Recon against Stark. And you do. Because they play him everywhere now, because he's so tradable with air. Marek opting to go first. If you have a chance to go first against Greyjoy, it does shut down some of their things, but I guess you can do challenge with Eddard and then he stands. Although small price to pay, losing one Eddard trigger I think, for possibly going second. Yeah, that's a pretty solid board and reset proof as well. Survives Morghulis, survives Dohaeris. The only thing it doesn't survive that well is Mad King's Command, which could be the plan usually with those Voltron decks that play Euron or Victarion with the armor. Still have Eddie, but then you have some smaller characters against potentially a pretty big board. Although if you're playing this attachment, chances are that there's no high cost characters other than whoever was the plan. I'm guessing, well, okay. You'll never know now if I was going to guess correctly, because we see it's Victarion and he comes in with his armor. And there are warships, so is the game now going to go downhill for Marek? I doubt it. He can still do military with stealth, put the board under pressure here with just two characters at the moment. Eddard reasonably high strength, attacks with one other guy for power, and yeah, Marek doing well still. Now what does the ship do for him? Okay, so he needs to give him renown in order to boost his strength further. There's only two ships, but there is Aemon to absorb claim. And there is a card in Shadows. For Shadow 1, what can you do? Can do Mira. You can do Small Folk Mob, I guess. We're playing Banner Dragon. Well, here as well, haven't seen much. We have gifts. So Queen's Guard is too expensive to bring out now. hired assassin. Doesn't seem like it would fit. And maybe it's the black market merchant. He can find some attachments. Okay, that's the obvious challenges. Now what? Is it Eddard himself, or does he come with something else? Could attack with 2, then Eddard stands and can defend with Hodor. Yeah, I'd be tempted to just defend this with both. Give him renown in the process, give a card away. There's nothing to gain really by attacking back. All you can do is that intrigue again with Begging Brother. Can you boost his strength any? No, so he can stand with the refurbished Hulk. Then you attack with 10 against 9, I guess. No, that's not the plan either. Okay. So we had another gifts played. The log is slightly bugged with gifts, it seems. Doesn't say that it's been played, right? Or am I blind? And okay, this deck playing the king version of RoW as well, so I have to ask Marek about these two choices. It's worked out so far, especially for Eddie. You can stand him and he will win dominance because Hodor doesn't contribute strength. But attacking into Eddard is really useless, so yeah. So game not quite over yet, but now that the bodyguards are in play, Morghulis is not going to work. Though Harris is not that impactful either, so I would suggest a good Mad King's Command to level things a bit. You're not playing that with all the warships though, are you? You want as many as you can get. So I'm sure you're playing Morghulis. Goes for Brand the Builder against the Smith. The Smith will probably target the two warships that interact with Victarion. And Marek may as well go first again, I think, with stealth and being already on 8 now. If he plans to marshal more attachments, which seems unlikely, he could even kneel economy before he kneels the warships. And while we're at it, see if you can inform me how to pronounce this username that is spelled with a capital E at the end. I would be grateful, because I don't get the reference. Is it like HalfonE, or is it HalfOne, or is it simply HalfonE or something like that? Can't quite tell. Yeah, giving a chance for the Smith trigger. Happy to allow the economy to nil. He's going to wait to see what else gets marshaled. Yeah, that's a smart thing. If he only has those two bodyguards, then absolutely you wait for Maiden's Bane to come in. Well, what do we have here? Okay, you can already kneel the warship to give him renown, although this one works until the end of the phase, which is nice. And stealth, okay. He also gets Seal of the Hand, and he also gets the Pillage. Okay, so now he is a proper Voltron. So, what's the deal with that pointy end that Stark keeps putting in and out of their decks? Costs them every time they don't have it, and I wonder. Would be really nice here. Well, does that help though? Because, yeah, okay, now that you've nailed the warships, he has stand, he is a 7 strength body. He still has pillage, and now he has no warships, but he could have renown and stealth as well, maybe next round. And this gives him still nothing really. Caitlyn comes in to block stuff, and we have Eddard now with the little bird, so can't even do that unopposed intrigue anymore. So guess now would be a pretty good time to consider how we're going to get rid of some of Stark's board. And the other game I'm keeping an eye on is not going well. I think we're all hoping for Targaryen to lose some games, but it's not looking good. They just keep winning. Unopposed military. And can win power as well. Yeah, I can do this with Sansa. And then power with the other three. And loses the reason. Okay, that was useless at this point. Because Victarion can be killed and the others are not the Greyjoy characters. But that's now the Smith gone. You could play two. But let's say there's only one. So next round surely he's there with his attachments, even though he's milked now. That support of Harlow that has no limit really. Can give him the keywords. But can you do something about the board? Because if Marek goes first again and puts Arya, let's say, into a power challenge with stealth. Although he could gain stealth first, I guess. But it's too much strength anyway. If you just do a challenge with Eddard, get so close to victory. He's got Queensguard. He's not really the guy to get Queensguard, is he? With all his natural stand and no insight. This guy would be pretty nice, Rob, but he's gone. And just playing that anyway because it's otherwise it's a waste of gold, and may as well. Though you could also do it. What does it say? Oh, it's non-lady. Okay, it's a bit awkward because all the others are ladies, really. Okay, so this is going to bring in probably Meister Malin now or something. The only one left, and we have a rationing, which doesn't appear to do much. There's no reactions except for even this one is a reaction to pillage, so no reactions at all. Maiden's Bane, I guess. Well, to spread this around, I'd just put them all on Begging Brother, honestly. Although what can you really do at this point? His ability to stand is now kind of, you know, you have the Queensguard, so you stand him anyway. And Arya's stealth is not something that's triggered in any way, so. And so many plots to go. the chances of Marek having to reset himself non-existent at this point, I would say so. Marshal 2 Amber Loyalists with 4 cards in hand. He can spend them with Queensguard anyway. I was just thinking if Morghulis was played right now. You have Eddard and Sansa and 0 cards in hand against, let's say, Victarion and maybe Malin and 0 cards in hand, so yeah, still doing alright. Okay, Arya can stand. Now do you stop her with Malin? Or what's the plan? You are first player. So difficult to do stuff here really. You have 3 warships. No reactions to winning challenges, so no use leaving Maiden's Bane there. Yeah, but before you pass really you need to give Victarion stealth, right? He has this support of Harlow. No. Wouldn't be enough anyway. So I can still do power with 1 renown. So that's 13, and then can you do military with Eddard's renown? You can. And you should be able to win dominance as well, so really, regardless of any stealth here, I think it's still pretty good here. Intrigue as well with Eddard, in case Malin tries something. Really, you should just nail one of the warships to give Victarion stealth here, since he can oppose all 3, or 2, I guess, with Seal of the Hand now. Yeah. Even with optimal play, even with triggering that stealth first, doesn't look like Andrea had much chance here this round. And honestly, okay, it was a tough start. That was really bad recon against the prince who came too late, but the cards are all here. And nothing was discarded really for intrigue. So doesn't look like the matchup is very playable here. Victarion simply against this board cannot win on his own. What you'll need to do is somehow reset, but yeah, Banner Dragon with the gifts, finding bodyguards, finding dupes as well. Arya is naturally duped, so at no point was there really any chance of resetting. Yeah. Couldn't be done. Now is that a concession, or are we going through the intrigue challenge as well? You could just pass and win dominance as well, I think. Yeah, there we are. So that's one for Stark. Do we have any results? Let's see how things are going. So yeah, people are slow to update. We know that Baratheon has at least one win. I watched Richard's game earlier against Sonchek. That was actually very interesting. I hope Richard recorded it. A really close game. Greyjoy, Stark, nothing reported, so I assume that's 1-0 to Stark now. Lannister Tyrell is 1-1. And Martell. Okay, we know they're playing against Baratheon. What's the last one? Targaryen playing against Night's Watch already 2-0 up, but probably two of the matchups they liked on paper, so things could get slightly more difficult, although look at the team they have, that's so overpowered really. Although, to be fair, Night's Watch is alright as well, so maybe they can find a few wins, although 5 of these 8, I don't know, could be tough. Okay, so that's a slightly random recorded game. I was going to record it with someone else, but they totally let me down, didn't want to commentate with me. Sad, but what can you do? So hope you enjoyed it, and maybe we'll just randomly grab some more games this week depending on time. So thank you for being here, and see you next time.